Welcome to
NICA Studios.
Hey, this is Mark Johnson with Iconica Sight and Sound Studio. I hope you're doing well today. If not, change it around, fix it. So today we're going to do something a bit different. I know most of us love that. I don't know if you're like me, you love a lot of different guitar sounds. I'm in that Gibson Fat sound. I like a Telly thin. Well, Telly can do a lot of different things. Ibanez, one of my favorite guitars, which that's what this is. It's an Ibanez 1994 or 3. It's 93 S series that's been refinished by none other than Texas Toast Guitars. Get a close up of it. Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar, beautiful finish too, and the shear, it's so thin. This one's super thin because it's been sanded so many times. It's so thin, literally, the tremolo system, the whammy system, sticks out the back. But enough of that. I like Ibanez. It's a distinctive kind of, it's its own thing, but it also gets close to having that Strat sound in certain settings. So I think those of us that really love just guitar, we also probably really love that Strat sound, which is what we're doing. We're going to replicate that Strat tone, but we're doing it with an Ibanez S. One, to show the versatility of an S, but also you don't have to have a Strat or a Telly or a Gibson to get those sounds. Having those is going to help a lot, but having good pickups, a good amp, good EQ, having things set up the proper way, or not the proper way, in the way that most suits the sound that you're looking for is the way to go. So let's do a few samples, and then I'll show you how I got this sound if you like this sound. If you don't like it, okay, this is the first position, which for me is the bridge position. It's a 5-way pickup selector. Just kind of mean. I don't have a ton of distortion in this sound. It's kind of your basic Strat with a bit of gain in it. Here's the second position, a little thinner. Starting to get that quack, right? Starting to get into some Twilight Zone sounds there. Third position, a position that I've heard a lot of people say they don't like, or their least favorite. I like this sound. It gives me a good clean when I roll off my volume. It's just a nice clean sound, but it's got an interesting dirty sound too. Trying to get some intonated or some chimes there, some bell tones. Not happening on that setting. Fourth position, very, very Strat sounding with that banky kind of a. Then one of my favorite positions is the fifth position. Or sound, if I can say mellow, I'm not sure if that fits, but it's kind of a mellow sound. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go to my Helix. I got an HXSTOMPXL line 6 Helix. We're going to go to that and see exactly the settings I've got on this to get this nice. Kind of a nice tone. I would call it Strat-like. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we're back. Mark Johnson, Iconica Sight and Sound Studios. We are looking at how I achieved this Fender Strat-esque sound. So I've got my preset, and we're going to start with the first setting that I put on there. I hope you can see this clearly. Was a dynamic setting. Dynamics down here. If you go to the where all the effects and amps are, I don't know if this would work with another type system. Sometimes systems are similar, sometimes they're not. So hopefully this works with other systems, but this happens to be an HXSTOMPXL from line 6. Excuse me, had to drink some coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. You got dynamics. I started with a red squeeze, sensitivity 7.2, mix 66%, and level 0 dBs. Then I brought in a delay, which is set pretty mild, I guess. It just kind of gives it a bit of a reverby type feel. My note sync or synchronization is on 1/16, I guess. My feedback is 0%. My noise, you can see here, way over here, is a 2.8. My mix is a 34%, which isn't super low, but it's less than 50%. The level of this particular delay is 0 decibels. I forget to mention what the effect was. It's a bucket brigade way down here. And then let's see, mix 34%, 0 dBs, and headroom 0 dBs. Trails are set to off. some of the stuff I don't even know what it is. I know what it does, but I don't know what it is in the sense of how to describe it to you. So let's move over again to my distortion. On this one, I've got a Scream 808, which is kind of like a tube screamer. And by Ibanez, I believe. Yeah, Ibanez does that. I've got the gain, so that's right here, Scream 808. The gain is set at 6.4. The tone is set at 6.5. And the level is set at 6.7. That's for the distortion. The modulation, I chose to do a 70s chorus. You know, some of these are just what you want to apply to it. It's whatever you enjoy. I happen to like some of the analog feeling effects as opposed to the digital, but I'm not opposed to digital at all. There's a lot of digital stuff I do like. Digital. My tongue doesn't want to say that today. So I started with a 70s chorus. The note synchronization on the chorus is a 1-to-1 ratio. The mode is set to chorus, of course. A vibrato rate is 7.0. The vibration depth, or vibrato depth, I'm sorry, is 5.0. The speed is slightly over half, 5.4. Stereo is on true. Mix 47%. Level is 1.0 decibels. Headroom is 4.0 decibels. Then the AC, which is amp and or cabinet. What did I choose here? Oh, way down here. I got a Jazz Rivet 120. A lot of these would work. And a lot of them wouldn't work, but I found that Jazz Rivet, I believe it's pronounced 120. I don't know what it's supposed to simulate. It just really had a nice tone to it. I would suppose a tweed blues, bright or normal would be nice, but that's up to you. If you want the exact sound I have, then that's the Jazz Rivet 120. Drive is set at 4.3. Bass is set at 4.6. Mids are set at 5.0. Same for the treble. Presence is 5.0. The channel volume I've got cranked up to 9.6. The master 10.0 and bright, right in the middle at 5.0. And then I added some reverb to it, or reverb, however you wish to say it. I chose a dynamic plate. Again, all this is very much subjective, open to your interpretation of what you're trying to get. But this is what I've got for the sound that I have. Decay is set at 2.9 seconds. Pre-delay is set at 10 milliseconds. The dampening is set at 3.7 kilohertz. MOT rate, which is that motor rate. I'm not sure what MOT rate stands for, but I've got it at 3.3. It just sounded best there. The range on the MOT, the MOT, is 6.0. The mix is 30%. Low frequency 100 hertz. 0 decibels for low gain. Low cut is at 100 hertz. High cut is at 10 kilohertz. And then my level is at 0 dBs. Trails are off. These settings, a lot of them, or some of them at least, I have just chosen to leave as they were. tweaking some of the other ones to my preferences. And that's what we've got set up for this sound. So I hope that was helpful for you. I hope the sound samples were something you enjoyed and that I helped you kind of get you to where you want to be with your guitar sound and the tone. Stratocasters have always been one of those very classic, iconic sounding guitars, and I think we all like them. Yeah, Mark Johnson, iconic as sight and sound. Subscribe, damn it! That was rude. Sorry.